Nah, baby, let's go. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So far, I mean, it's 5:30 in the morning, but that's okay. That is all right. Um, let's see. I turn my heater back off. Ready to rock and roll. Bam. Yo, what up, Facebook? Whoever see it with me, appreciate you showing up. I know it's real early. I know. Yo, why are y'all so? Why are there so many of y'all up this early? Actually, nothing I'm complaining. Salad, what's up, bro? Appreciate you sharing the stream, my guy, my guy. I'm trying to remember what I left off from last night. Excuse me.
Once this is mixed together for about 5 minutes, the dough is going to be a little bit smoother in texture, and all of the granulated sugar and salt will be absorbed within the dough. And then we'll begin working in some softened, unsalted butter. Of course, if you are using salted, go ahead and take a little bit of the salt that you probably just didn't add in to incorporate for that and account for that. But in this case, unsalted is the way to go. You can truly control the amount of salt being put into your dough and into each recipe. So all of my mixture hasn't come together, and you'll see that there's not really any remnants of the salt or the sugar left behind. We're going to go ahead and get the mixer bowl back onto the mixer and begin working in about 3 ounces of that unsalted softened butter. That's a tongue twister. Unsalted salted butter. Unsalted softened butter. Unsalted softened butter. So I'm adding in smaller bits of butter, and we want to try and get this all incorporated. Of butter, and we want to try and get this
Yo,
all
what up, YouTube?
incorporated. You'll see that the dough
What up,
is
chat?
just kind of sticking around on the dough hook itself. It'll move around. This is a stickier dough, so it is going to kind of stick to the bottom of the bowl, but it'll pull away from the sides.
What? That's not good at it.
It's going to kind of stick to the bottom of the bowl, but it'll pull away from the sides.
Let me fix this.
The bowl, but it'll pull away from the sides. Also, this way your hands get nice and moisturized with butter. Do recommend still washing them afterwards. Don't recommend licking them because it's unsalted butter. Dropping little bits at a time.
Actually, maybe I should cut this. Yeah, what up, Facebook? What's up, man? There's 4 y'all in here. What's cracking? How is everyone doing this morning?
Away from the sides. Also, this way your hands get nice and moisturized with butter. Do recommend still washing them afterwards. Don't recommend licking them because it's unsalted. Still washing them afterwards. Don't recommend licking them because it's unsalted. Washing them afterwards. Washing them afterwards. Don't licking them butter. Dropping little bits at a time. So what's happening is that the butter is actually coating the flour molecules.
Yeah, good morning,
kind of coffee,
YouTube
so
and
it doesn't
Facebook.
form
But
too much more
good morning,
gravy.
YouTube.
This is
How's
also
everyone doing
how
today?
quite a bit of enriched bread. So say your brioche or challah, they're actually
Chat
made
in
as
general.
well. The dough will also be a lot stickier immediately after, and you'll see remnants of the butter around the sides of the bowl as well. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it up to about medium speed. The goal is that we want our dough to be nice and smooth. It's kind of sticking around the dough hook itself without kind of sticking to the sides. If there's a little stickage on the bottom, that's a-okay. So I'm going
It's a
to go
little
ahead and turn
sickage.
it
It's
up
all right.
and mix for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I feel like I cut some of that. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's, look how much of that I kept in there. Why would I do that? Let me just move all this over. Yo, what up, YouTube chat? Appreciate y'all being here.
So my dough has been mixing for about So my dough has been mixing for about 5 minutes. As
Should I put the 5 minutes later in there? Oh, look, I don't want to get copyright. You know what I mean? I don't want to get copyright strike. You know.
So my dough has been mixing for about
What up,
5
chat?
minutes. As we can
Yo, who is hyped for Christmas Eve today? Is anyone celebrating along with Phoebe Buffet? I know I will be.
has been mixing for about 5 minutes. As we can see here shortly, the dough is nice and smooth. It is a
Let me. Thinking I should put the time up here.
So I'm going to go ahead and turn it up and mix for about 5 minutes.
Right now I'm reversing this this graphic because it doesn't like to repeat the same motion whenever it leaves the screen, basically. So I have to put it in reverse speed and then trim it down a little bit. Although I guess I could have changed the wording on here first before I. Let's see. guess I should mix 5 minutes, give or take. Yeah, I appreciate everybody being in here right now. I know it's early, so I appreciate y'all hanging out.
So I'm going to go ahead and turn it up and mix for about 5 minutes.
Now I can copy speed duration, reverse speed, then adjust the length from there.
I'm going to go ahead and turn it up and mix for about 5 minutes.
Bam.
So my
You'll
dough
love to
has
see it.
been mixing for about 5 minutes. As we
5 minutes later.
see here shortly, the dough is nice and smooth. It is a little sticky, but it's sticking all around the dough hook itself and the very bottom of the bowl, really kind of cleaning and pulling away from the sides of the bowl as well.
We're making cinnamon
now
rolls. Making cinnamon rolls in this video. This is my wife, Chefy thing. So if you want to subscribe to her, feel free. But she's making some incredible cinnamon rolls, man.
Pulling away from the sides of the bowl as well. So now what I'm gonna
She does like a Christmas wreath theme for this at the end of this, which is pretty cool.
Take and do is transfer it into some sort of vessel or container that it can double in size and still have room to grow if necessary. I'm going to take and spray it with a little bit of I'm going to take and spray it with a little bit of non-stick spray. This is avocado oil in a reusable spray bottle. Absolutely comes in clutch all the time. And I'm going to use my handy dandy bowl spray.
I don't need this yet. Dog, look at this. It's so sticky.
It will create humidity and speed up the process.
It really is crazy how much this dough rises though by the end of this process.
And it'll rise a little bit more evenly. This is not necessary unless you like playing with dough. So I'm going to take and place that in there. Get my last few little scraps of dough. So as you can see where it's measuring, hold on. I'm going to take and mark it.
Yo, chat, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're not already.
Give or take.
Appreciate y'all being here.
We'll see how much it does grow. Then I'm going to take and use my very small, very normal size of saran wrap to cover the top of this with.
Very normal.
Shout out Sam's.
Shout out.
You don't have to struggle with saran wrap whenever you get this big thing. Highly recommend. If you have this space and you use saran wrap, do yourself a favor. Now this is going to go into the oven. I'm going to take and pour
what up, chat?
my boiling water to a pipe.
Good morning.
Which is going to go into my oven. The steam is going to create the humidity necessary for this to double in size a lot quicker than it taking an hour to an hour and a half. This will take about 30 to 45-ish minutes. So let's see about getting that going, and then we'll be able to move on to the next portion. Make sure you go ahead and do not open that oven. You're creating the steam for a reason. Leave it shut, turn on your oven light if you need to look at it, but set a timer, work on cleaning,
what up, chat?
And take a rest. My timer just
How's everyone doing today?
The dough has been in for about 45 minutes. Let's go ahead.
Oh, I need a transition right here. You got me distracted. Bam. Take a rest.
Leave it shut. Turn on your oven light if you need to look at it, but set a timer. Work on.
Yo, chat. What are y'all doing for breakfast today? Because my stomach is already just rumbling, brother. Feeling like AOT over here. You know what I'm saying?
Take a rest.
If you know, you know.
Take a rest. My timer just went off. The dough has been in for about 45 minutes. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if it's doubled in size.
And
So
I'd say it has,
see
brother.
that our dough has
Look at that.
doubled for sure.
Look at that
size.
I mean, what the
Now I'm
fuck?
gonna open it up.
That's like 3
and
times.
If you
That's
were
crazy.
to press on it, it's sticky, but it bounces back really, really slow. I'm gonna actually take and grease up or dampen my hand a little bit to help with that. And we're punching it down to release the carbon dioxide within it. Slightly damp hands are your friend here.
Slightly damp.
Work on cleanup and take a rest.
Chat.
The timer just went off.
What are y'all up to this morning?
The dough has been in for about 45 minutes. Let's
I really do appreciate y'all being here, though, man. I know it's ridiculously early.
So we can definitely see that our dough has doubled for sure in size.
I woke up at like 3:30 and was like, man, I slept like another hour and got up. So here I am.
Now I'm gonna open it up, and if you were to press on it, it's sticky.
Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. Appreciate y'all being here.
Dampen my hand a little bit to help with that, and we're punching it down to release the carbon dioxide within it. Slightly damp hands are your friend here. And
I need to pour that. I need to take out her breathing right here. I already know. Boom. Well, we'll just do this. There we go.
Are your friend here.
Bring it down a little bit more. Yo, look at number 13. We got 13 viewers in here with us. Appreciate y'all being here, guys. Over on YouTube Shorts. Appreciate y'all. What up, Facebook?
And you need to let this rest for just a little bit, just in case we reactivate any gluten. But as I wait, I'm gonna take and use my handy dandy flour sifter to dust the surface with some flour. Also, the great part about
should I include those details like on screen? Because like, I don't know. Part of me feels like I should, but
flour.
I also feel like that's a lot.
The great part about this is that you can make the dough ahead of time and actually let it ferment in your refrigerator overnight.
Look at all that
duh. Easier to work with whenever it's chilled slightly, as it is not quite as sticky. Taking it as much as I can, so we can have every last bit of cinnamon.
I don't know what's going on with these cuts, guys. I feel like
sticky. Taking it as much as I can, so we can have every last bit of cinnamon roll. And today, just not quite as sticky. Taking it as much as I can.
how's everyone doing this morning?
Get as much as I can, so we can have every last bit of cinnamon roll.
There we go.
Taking it as much as I can, so we can have every last bit of cinnamon roll. And today, just to kind of tie in the holiday spirit, if you didn't notice, there's a few food decorations here in the kitchen.
That's right. A lighted garland.
Our Christmas tree is food and pop culture.
Yeah, we literally just picked from our Christmas tree and hung up on top of there. And it looks good, though. It's still there. It's not just for the video, guys. It's actual seasonal decoration, believe it or not.
Cutesy theme to it. So I'm going to find a pretty side. I'm going to stretch it out with my hands right now.
And I'm just going to move this way.
Now, to get a rough shape of a rectangle. When in doubt, add more flour. less likely to stick. And the goal is we're looking for our dough to be about 1/2 of an inch thick, which we already have that in some areas, so we have to be, I'm actually going to fold this over.
Why is this so loud? What's going on?
Thick,
Some
which we already have that in.
something I did earlier. I don't know.
I'm actually going to fold this over. If an area starts to get too thin, go ahead and fold it over.
Yo, chat, man, I appreciate y'all being here, man. Y'all been like 6 to 10 people deep this whole stream already, man. I really appreciate y'all.
If it starts to bounce back on you, and we're going to go ahead and begin rolling this out to roughly about a 20 by 15 inch rectangle. But the goal is we're just looking for about 1/2 of an inch thick. Also, every once in a while during your process of rolling, make sure that you're moving your dough around. You don't always have to lift up your dough fully like I just did to move it around, but make sure it's not sticking to your surface. So when you're rolling, roll 1/2 away and 1/2 towards. Even pressure. So you can come in.
Under pressure. Pushing down. Pushing down.
Dust the surface with a little more flour. So for today's episode,
the first song I actually think of, or first thing I think of when I hear that song is I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry with Adam Sandler and Kevin James. Yeah. I don't know why. Well, I guess I do know why, because it's like the main song of the movie.
Half of this dough will be rolled into a cinnamon roll like normal, but the other half I'm going to try making a cinnamon roll wreath, perfect for this holiday season.
Cinnamon roll wreath,
and
people.
As you can see, there are some bubbles that are forming with our dough. So like a little air bubble right there.
Yo, chat, what's everybody's plan for Christmas? What y'all doing this weekend? I got any fun plans? Gonna go be with family? I know. Hey, look, I'm excited for the good food. Obviously, I mean, look at these cinnamon rolls, bro. I can't wait.
You can always work with your hands as well to kind of get in, move some of it out if you need to. We have our rectangle rolled out. Now I'm going to go in with about 4
shout out Chefy
ounces
things.
of unsalted, very, very soft butter. Before I put the butter on, I'm going to leave about 1/2 to 1/4 of an inch of a base for myself to make sure that whenever this is rolled up, it's got something to stick to. If we put the filling all the way to the edge, it will be harder for you to actually get that log rolled up and everything nice and sealed and secure. All right, so now I'm going to take and spread this out. Get all the way to the edges.
Did she say how much butter there was? I might not have been paying attention.
Go in with about 4 ounces of
I was not.
unsalted.
I was not paying attention, chat. That makes sense.
Have our rectangle rolled out. Now I'm going to go in with about 4 ounces of unsalted, very, very soft butter.
Very soft butter. Should say 4 ounces. 4 ounce unsalted. What? How did she say it? Let me look.
Now I'm going to go in with about 4 ounces of unsalted, very, very soft butter.
Very, very softened butter. I might not be able to fit that into chat, actually. I just like put it down here. I put all the other ones like right here though. I don't know. Yo, Facebook chat, appreciate y'all being here with me. YouTube chat, of course, appreciate y'all being here with me. Just trying to figure out what I want to do here, you know. I might just put it like right here. You know, it's a lower third, so I guess if it's on the lower third, it's fine. I guess. Copy 5. How's everyone doing today? And then now we copy motion, copy pasta. Bam. Beautiful.
Triangle rolled out. Now I'm going to go in with about 4 ounces of unsalted, very, very soft butter. Before I put the
Very
butter on, I'm
soft.
going to leave about a half to a quarter of an inch of a base for myself to make sure that whenever this is rolled up, it's got something to stick to. If we put the filling all the way to the edge, it will be harder for you to actually get that log rolled up and everything nice and sealed and secure. All right, so now I'm going to take and spread this out. Get all the way to the edges. You can, if you want to be absolutely perfect, you can
absolutely perfect.
Cut off the edges and use those for testers, or just go ahead and cut it and make it into one of the cinnamon rolls so there's no waste. So next up, we're going to go in with our sugar. So for this recipe, you can use brown sugar, you can use granulated sugar, or you can hit it with a combo, which is what I'm doing. So
okay. Combination of the sugars, which I want to say we already have the sugar information on screen. I'm wrong. We do not.
Rectangle rolled out. Now got something to stick to. If we put the filling and spread this out, it will be harder for you to actually get that log rolled up and everything nice and sealed and secure. All right, so now I'm going to take and spread this out. Get all the way to the edges. You can, if you want to be absolutely perfect.
Absolutely.
And cut off.
We watch too much Pat McAfee, or I do.
Testers, or just go ahead and cut it and make it into.
Is there really such a thing?
Roll so there's no waste. So
no waste, yeah.
We're going to go in with our sugar. So for this recipe, you can use brown sugar, you can use granulated sugar, or you can hit it with a combo, which is what I'm doing. So the brown sugar is going to make it a little chewy, a little bit more of a molasses flavor. And I'm adding,
bro, we gotta make a little comedy moment of this. Woo! Gots to. Bam. Do a little zoomy. Look. Gotta hit the comedic moments while we can.
And I'm adding about
that's,
an ounce of cinnamon.
That cinnamon, once it gets in your nose, bro, get out of here.
If you're not super huge on cinnamon, cut back on it. Remember, whatever your heart desires.
Wait,
These are just rough measurements.
Wait.
Of a molasses flavor. And
did you say how much?
Sugar, or you can hit it with a combo, which is what I'm doing. So there's no waste. Huge on cinnamon, cut back on it. Remember, whatever your heart desires. These are just rough measurements. Also with this, you could take and go in and add your favorite nut of choice. So I've done some pecans in this. You could switch and maybe do like a Nutella filling, but of course we're making cinnamon rolls. Name is in it, so we're going to use cinnamon for this.
Cinnamon.
And you're just going to struggle in this very small bowl to get it mixed together. Get a larger bowl if you would like, or if it spills, I feel like that's a-okay. And then whenever I say liberally sprinkle it on.
Liberally. Hold up, I need let's take a look at the recipe picture, because I don't think she said the actual measurements for the filling. Okay, 8 ounces of sugar, 1 ounce of ground cinnamon. Bet. Sound. What's up, bro? Appreciate you swinging back by the stream, dude. I don't know what's going on, man. Okay.
So next up, we're gonna go in with our sugars. So for this recipe, you can use brown sugar, you can use granulated sugar, or you can hit it with a combo, which is what I'm in with our sugars. So
All right, 8 ounce. Brown or granulated. Or combo, I guess. Both. That's, there you go. Yeah, is that how you spell granulated? Granulated? I don't know. I feel like that's not the most accurate spelling. We'll see. Let me autocorrect it right quick. Okay, yeah, we're good. Sometimes you just gotta guess, just in case, or gotta double check just in case. Yo, chat, what's good? How's everyone doing this morning?
so for this recipe, you can use brown sugar.
I need to bring this back up here. Reverse the speed.
Recipe, you can use brown sugar, you can use granulated sugar, or you can hit it with a combo, which is what I'm doing. So the brown sugar is going to make it a little chewy, a little bit more of a molasses flavor, and I'm adding a little about an ounce of cinnamon.
And that's a cinnamon amendment. 1 OZ ground cinnamon.
Ooh, about an ounce of cinnamon. If you're not super huge on cinnamon, cut back on it. Remember, whatever your heart desires. These are just rough measurements. Also with this,
Yo, what up,
you
chat?
could take and go in and add your
How's
favorite
everyone doing
nut
today?
of choice. So I've done some pecans in
Good
this.
morning, as
You
they
could
say.
switch and maybe do like a Nutella filling, but of course we're making cinnamon rolls. Its name is in it, so we're going to use cinnamon for this. And you're just going to struggle in this very small bowl to get it mixed together. Get a larger bowl if you would like, or if it spills, I feel like that's a-okay. And then whenever I say liberally sprinkle, or if it spills, I feel like that's a-okay. And then whenever I say liberally sprinkle it on, liberally sprinkle it on.
Like, that's just dumping, bro.
I mean, obviously, if you have any cuts on your hands, you need to wear gloves. Long fingernails, gloves. I have neither of those things, and nobody that I don't know is not going to eat this. All right. Pushing all the way out.
I don't know if that's a good enough
Remember,
excuse.
leave your little space. So as you can see, we have a very hearty and healthy coating
Hearty.
of sugar, all in moderation. Please keep that in mind. I'm going to rewash my hands, get set up and ready for the rolling and cutting process. Hands are nice and clean once again. So now I'm going to begin the rolling process.
Time to roll up, roll up,
roll
up. Yo, good morning, chat. What's everyone up to on this beautiful Christmas Eve morning? Y'all see what I'm doing? I'm out here grinding, you know what I mean? Getting that done, this video done, so we can get it posted, so people can make these cinnamon rolls for Christmas. So
thin on this one end, that's okay. We'll go with the flow on this. It's Christmas time. There's other things to worry about. So we're going to take
Christmas time.
Filling that seam.
I think we can skip past this. There's no more measurements on screen, really.
So I went ahead and marked out my cinnamon roll cuts, and then I'm just going in very gently, actually using the teeth of my serrated knife in a sawing motion to come through. And then I'm just setting it to the side right now. Once I get all of these
whatever.
our dough has doubled.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I have to proof them again.
Overlapping one another and cascading Christmas Day. Take and cover this with some saran wrap and place it in a box for them to double in size and be ready to be baked. Also, this is a great stopping point for yourself if you are preparing this on Christmas Eve, so you have fresh.
Yo, what a Facebook chat.
Also, this is a great stopping point for yourself if you are preparing this on Christmas Eve, so you have fresh fluffy cinnamon rolls for Christmas Day. Take and cover this with some saran wrap and place it into the refrigerator.
What up, YouTube chat?
And by the next morning, they should have doubled in size to where you can just get your oven preheated and have fresh hot cinnamon rolls for Christmas Day. For Christmas Day. Set a timer for about 30 minutes to check on them, see if they need some more time to double in size, but we'll check back in shortly. My timer.
Where is my transition? Where is that? Is this it? That's it.
By the next morning, they should.
Okay. Boom. Yo, chat, make sure to like the stream, sub, follow if you aren't already. Hey, Miss Brenda. How are you today? I appreciate you joining me on stream. Oh, Miss Meyer, I haven't seen and talked to you in a long time. The goats of literature and English teachers, ladies and gentlemen. Just in case you weren't aware.
Partly. My timer just went off on the cinnamon rolls. I'm gonna go and take a look at them. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out a little bit before they've doubled in size. Just that way I will have time for my oven to get preheated, and then we can pop those cinnamon rolls in to bake. Let's check. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, they've doubled.
I'd say they've doubled in size. I mean, come on now. Looking good.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Temperature 375 to work on
crap.
Woohoo! Set temperature to 375 to work. Set temperature to 375 to work on preheating.
Preheat oven. What'd you say? 375, right?
375.
375 degrees. Oh no, okay, we're good. Oh, oh, ow.
Set temperature to 375.
I'm gonna make this one just a little bit bigger.
Set temperature to 375 to work on preheating. As you can see.
Yeah, what up, YouTube chat? Good morning, everybody.
So these have definitely doubled in size.
Voila.
Press on it. It's bouncing back nice and slow. Leaves an indentation. This is where if you are using a pan that has a little bit more of a lip, or they're a little bit closer together, or even right now, if you happen to have a little bit of heavy cream on hand, I currently am out right now, but you can pour a little bit of heavy cream over. It'll add a little bit more moisture to this and
Just add a little bit more to,
richness. These cinnamon rolls are quite rich as well already. We have a powdered sugar glaze that's going to go on top of it shortly, but I'm going to get this oven
powdered
preheated
sugar
and
glaze.
put in, and then we'll work on that glaze while these are baking. Our oven is nice and
Our oven is nice and preheated now. Where we go? Look at the transition.
Our baking. Our baking. Our oven is nice and preheated, which we're baking at 375 degrees. These will take between 12 and 15 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. What I'm looking for is a light golden brown color, and then also doing this very carefully. You'll take and kind of pull the middle. If it pulls back really slow, you may need to let it cook for a little bit more, or you see any sign of doughiness, which there's nothing wrong with doughiness, just not undercooked. Also, if you're pulling this straight from the refrigerator, if you refrigerated them and chilled them overnight for that proofing process, they are going to take a lot longer as everything's a little bit cooler. So keep an eye on that, going between like 25-ish minutes. I know that's not super technical, but ovens are all different. All right, let's get these in the oven and quit yapping like my husband does. Like my husband does. quit yapping.
Mhm. Is that not changing the location? I don't understand why. Yo, what up, chat? I don't understand why this is not. It's too fast. Well, she's gonna regret it. Okay.
So
What? Alright, what do we think about that?
so next up, so
What up, Facebook chat?
So next up, we're going to work on our basic powdered sugar glaze. I am starting out by sifting together 12 ounces of powdered sugar. You can, I am starting out by
Mm.
sifting together 12 ounces of powdered sugar.
12 ounce powder. Is it powdered sugar? Right? Powdered sugar? Yeah. Look, I swear I know what I'm talking about.
Of powdered sugar. You can sift and make as much icing as you want. Today I am using water versus milk just because it. So next up, we're going to work on our basic powdered sugar glaze. I am starting out by sifting together 12 ounces of powdered sugar.
Or should I say sifted powder? Okay, hold on guys. There we go.
Ounces of powdered sugar. You, 12 ounces of powdered sugar. You can sift and make sugar.
There we go.
There are 12 ounces.
Beautiful. Yo,
of
YouTube
powdered
chat, what's up?
sugar.
Good morning.
You can sift and
Control S.
make
Always.
as much icing as you want. Today I am using water versus milk just because it'll have a longer shelf life. Milk adds more richness, but I don't think it compromises the flavor. Sifting it together to make sure there's no lumps And we have a nice smooth icing. I like sifting onto a piece of parchment paper so I can funnel it back in. I don't have to worry about the icing and the powdered sugar going everywhere. It's a little bit more controlled. Make sure you get every last bit all around. Going in. Nice funnel. Looks like I might overwhelm this bowl, but I promise as soon as liquid hits this, it's going to dissolve and get very low and small, so no overcrowding. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit of salt and
What up, chat?
so now I'm going to go in with a little bit of salt
How much
and
salt?
some homemade vanilla. Nice vanilla beans. Let me get my salt real quick. I'm using about a fourth of a teaspoon of
Fourth of a teaspoon. That's very specific.
I'm using about a fourth of a teaspoon of salt.
1/4.
I'm using about a fourth of a teaspoon of salt and a fourth of a teaspoon of salt, and then, well, if I can open the bottle. I like to give that a little bit of a stir, and then it creates a well. Was debating on whether to leave it in the powdered sugar. This is pretty cool. 2 ounces of water, and then like of salt.
Yo, what YouTube chat?
Was debating on whether to leave it in 2 ounces
Thinking, bring this in.
of salt, 2 ounces of water, and I like to go ahead. Ounces of water, and I like to go ahead and dissolve my vanilla in 2 ounces of water. I'll go ahead and I like to go ahead and dissolve my 2 ounces of water, and I like to go ahead and dissolve my vanilla in water.
There we go. All right, there we go. Now what, Facebook?
Water. And I like to go ahead and dissolve my vanilla in the water or liquid itself. That way there's less likely a chance of any like little brown clumps. I'm going heavy on the vanilla. It looks like a nice, pretty.
Yeah, how many? How much? Okay, she definitely went like full teaspoons, right?
Dissolve my vanilla in the water or liquid itself. That way there's less likely a chance of any like little brown clumps. I'm going heavy on the vanilla. It looks like a nice, pretty. I'm going heavy on the vanilla. It looks like a nice, pretty amber of any like.
Yo, what up, Facebook? Who's here with me? What y'all doing this morning? Appreciate you being here.
Chance of any like little brown. Less likely a chance of any like little brown clumps. I'm going heavy on the vanilla. It looks like a nice, pretty amber color. So I'm gonna go ahead and begin whisking. Immediately starting to dissolve. Now this recipe does say between 2 and 4 ounces of liquid. That comes down to your preference. Do you want a super thick icing, or would you like more of a glaze to where it's nice and light and it's kind of opaque where you can see through it? Also, with the thicker the icing, whenever the cinnamon rolls come right out of the oven, it'll take and kind of melt over the top. I want mine to be a little bit thinner of consistency, so I'll probably go in about an ounce more. Start with half. And this is just a very general recipe that covers all of the cinnamon rolls nice and light.
What up, chat?
You can always double this and make a lot of glaze if you like a lot of glaze. Also, the cinnamon rolls are really nice on their own without icing, but you know, the sweeter the better for some. All right, I like this consistency to where it's a nice drizzle. So that'll be a point where I stop. And as soon as those cinnamon rolls come out of the oven, I like to take halfway through in hotter spots and cooler spots as well. My timer just went off and
Oh, the camera shifted. What? What does this world come to? It's fine. It'll be fine. That's what I'm telling myself.
as well. My timer just went off
Yo, what up, chat?
as well. My timer just went off and I am taking a look at my other rolls. I pulled out my wreath as it needed to come out a little bit sooner as it was on the bottom rack. They went for about, let's see, 14 and 5, 19 to 20 minutes, give or take. Am taking a look at my other rolls. I pulled out my wreath as it needed to come out a little bit sooner as it was on the bottom rack. They went for come out a little bit sooner as it was on the bottom rack. They went for about sooner as it was on the bottom rack. They went for about, let's see, 14 and 5, 19 to 20 minutes, give or take. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What up, YouTube chat?
It was on the bottom rack. They went for about, let's see, 14 and 5, 19 to 20 minutes, give or take.
Yeah, what up, YouTube chat? How's everyone doing this morning?
Oh, yeah.
Make sure to leave a like. Leave a like. Drop a sub if you enjoy the content. If you enjoy the stream, man.
Look at those.
Yeah, what's up? What is good, chat? How's everyone doing today? Making some editing Chefy things right now. It's a cooking and baking YouTube channel that my wife does, and you know, I produce it.
Look at those cinnamon rolls.
Oh, cinnamon rolls do look good though. I ain't gonna lie.
Absolutely.
It's making me hungry. I was already kind of hungry, but I'm even more hungry now.
Absolutely amazing in the house. And, you know, if you need your house to smell good, make cinnamon rolls. Alrighty, so these cinnamon rolls need to cool off a little bit before we put our glaze on. I went ahead and threw together some colored glaze to decorate our wreath with, and then also top them with some gold nonpareils as well for an extra holiday touch. Also with this process, while we're waiting, I'll demo how to make a parchment paper piping bag. Ladies and gents. Look at those.
Okay. I need to add cook time on these two. They were what, like 22, 24 minutes cook time, give or take. I just don't know. Looks good.
Look at those cinnamon rolls. It smells
So good. It really did smell good now. So look, that's a beautiful thing about the holidays, man. It always be smelling like some food in the house.
Absolutely.
I'm not complaining in the slightest. Not complaining in the slightest.
Amazing in the house. And, you know, if you need your house to smell good, make cinnamon rolls. Alrighty, so these cinnamon rolls. Alrighty, so these cinnamon rolls need to cool off a little bit before we put our glaze on. I went ahead and threw together some colored glaze to decorate our wreath with, and then also top them with some gold nonpareils as well for an extra holiday touch.
Extra holiday.
Also with this process, while we're waiting, I'll demo how to make a parchment paper piping bag. So first off, we're going to start off with a triangle. From here, I'm going to start on my left, or my right, actually, your left.
Don't know if I should include this, man. I love her, but she doesn't do a great job at explaining how to make it.
To cool off a little bit before we put our glaze on, I went ahead
Yo,
and
chat,
threw
what's good?
some colored glaze to decorate our wreath with, and then also top them. Here we go. So this is great for whenever you need just a piping bag for a little something and don't feel like getting out a plastic.
Okay.
To throw away. My center. To throw away. My cinnamon rolls are pretty cool, so I'm gonna go Go ahead and ice them. I did go ahead just for convenience for myself. I put my white icing in a piping bag and then using those parchment paper piping bags that I made for the color
Yo, chat, what's
icing to
good?
go
Appreciate y'all being here.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. I'm gonna do about say 1/4 of an inch. All right.
How's everyone doing this morning?
I like to take and drizzle. Is this the traditional
Drizzle,
way
drizzle.
of icing a cinnamon roll? No. Do you have to be traditional with whatever you're making? No.
You telling, babe?
Do as little or as much icing as your little heart desires or can handle.
Yo, drop a like, drop a thumbs up in the chat,
Drizzles.
drop a cinnamon roll in the chat. I don't know, drop something in the chat. What's everyone up to?
Going in. This is kind of giving king cake vibes.
King cake vibes.
I'm excited for Mardi Gras season here in Louisiana. King cake videos will be happening.
Apparently, king cake videos will be happening.
Alright. Set this to the
a little bit.
Cake vibes. I'm excited for Mardi Gras season here in Louisiana. King cake videos will be happening. Alright. Set this to the side. So for the
Yo, what's up, Facebook
bag,
chat?
this is kind of like a single-use bag. So this is not best for using for multiple times. Continue to roll it down. If you wanted to color all of the icing for the wreath, you could totally do that.
The wreath was a vibe, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, I'm gonna stop right there. Go in with my red, fold in the corners, and then roll downwards. Alright.
Yo, chat, I appreciate y'all being in here with me. Hope y'all are having a fantastic morning so far.
Go in with that red. It's giving Grinch vibes. Alright.
I have no idea what I said. I hear myself in the background, but I don't know what I said. I'm just gonna take that audio out.
Grinch vibes. Alright. Worked. Yeah, it worked. Alright.
Yo, what's up, Facebook chat? Appreciate y'all being here this morning. Who's all here with me? How y'all doing today? Happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. I don't know if that's the terminology, but
Alright.
you get it.
And then, you know, just to get extra chefy,
Get extra bougie.
drop a few little pearls for the Christmas spirit.
I couldn't catch them on video, man.
Alrighty. Pearls for the Christmas spirit.
You know, I might cut that. Actually, I might cut it here. Boom. What up, YouTube chat?
Alrighty. 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 These cinnamon rolls look so good and definitely ready to eat. I'm gonna go ahead and give one a try. They're still a little warm. Gonna break off a piece. Look at how fluffy. You can see.
Look how fluffy. It's the stuff.
It's super fluffy, very light and airy. The cinnamon is really nice. The icing is not too overpowering where it takes away, it just adds to it, and it's perfect for the holiday season. Thank you all so much for joining me today on this episode of Chefy Things, where we discuss fluffy cinnamon rolls that are perfect for this holiday season, just like this wreath. I hope everyone enjoys this. Y'all have a wonderful day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and
What? I don't know what happened. I don't know why it's so quiet. Turn it up a little bit.
just like this wreath. I hope everyone enjoys this. Y'all have a wonderful day. Merry Christmas. It's not too overpowering with
Oh, snap. What's up, YouTube chat? Sorry, I wasn't trying to ignore you. I didn't pay attention. What's good?
where it takes away, it just adds to it, and it's perfect for the holiday season. Thank you all so much for joining me today on this episode of Chefy Things, where we discuss fluffy cinnamon rolls that are perfect for this holiday season, just like this wreath. I hope everyone enjoys this. Y'all have a wonderful day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and a happy new year to you and your family. And a happy new year to you and your family. I hope everyone enjoys this. Y'all have a wonderful day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and a happy new year to you and your family.
Sweet. All right. So we got the main edit done, it looks like, with all the info we need. Yeah.
I hope everyone and a happy new year to you and your family. To you and your family.
Yo, chat, what's good? How's everyone doing? Wait, don't I have an outro? I have an outro video. Or oh. Mm, yeah, I swear it's an outro or something, man. Chat, appreciate you being here. I don't know where I put crap. Grr. Something about to do. Gotta go back on an old project just to see how I did this. See, I thought there was an outro screen. Yeah, what up, YouTube chat? Appreciate you being here, bro. Appreciate you stopping in. Make sure to drop a like, drop a sub. Pretty please. Cool.
Year to you and your family.
Sweet.
Your family. And a happy new year to you and your family. Happy new year to you and your family.
Wonderful. Well, it's like 8 minutes, 38 minutes. Hey, it's a lot. Oh my god, it's a lot shorter than it was, boy. Went from being an hour and a half to 38 minutes. I mean, you gotta tip it. It's tippable for sure.
A happy new year to you and your family.
Sweet. I mean, man, that's pretty much it. I just gotta do a little bit of color correction, and we should be good to rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. But B cam is just a smidge warmer.
Chinese breads. With this paste, what taking the flour paste, we're going to start out with 3 ounces. Ready.
What up, YouTube chat?
Oh, the Christmas spirit. The Christmas spirit. Alrighty. The cinnamon rolls look. Cinnamon roll. The cinnamon rolls. Oh, the Christmas spirit. Spirit. Spirit.
What up, YouTube chat?
The spirit. The cinnamon rolls look. Cinnamon rolls look so good and definitely ready to eat. I'm gonna go ahead and give one a try. The cinnamon rolls look so good and definitely ready to eat. I'm gonna go ahead and give one a try. Look so good and definitely ready to eat. I'm gonna go ahead and give one a try. I'm gonna go ahead and give one a try. Give one a try. They're still a little warm. They're still a little warm. Gonna break off a piece. Look at how fluffy. You can see how. So good.
I'll tell you what. It's about time for a loaded tea. Oh, this might have to be the screenshot I use for thumbnail right there. Bam. Yo, what up, chat? How's everyone doing this morning? YouTube chat, I see y'all. I see y'all. Oh, bam. Little mistakes like that.
Thank you all so much for joining me today on this episode of Chefy Things, where we could have new family. Happy holidays and happy new year to you and your family.
Maybe that's not the one we use. Let's go look.
Cinnamon rolls, perfect for the holiday season. Hi everyone, and welcome to Chefy Things, where on this episode,
What up, chat? Guys, we might be done. Actually.
With this paste,
as far as long form video goes, I should say. So that's cool. What I will do is I'll go ahead and exit out of that and start doing the thumbnail, because it's going to take a little while for her video to render out. So I might as well go ahead and knock out the thumbnail. Cookies at home. Look at this cine rolls, bruh. They look so good. I don't know, they kind of do look like that. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. This is what I need. Maybe it does matter. Oh, that's why. Because my proxies were still on. Okay, cool. Yeah, what up, chat? I'm off to go. Yeah, what? There we go. Yeah, what up, chat? I'm working on thumbnail currently. Right now, chat. There we go. No, shit. Wow, look at this cinnamon rolls. Yeah, with Facebook chat. I can see YouTube chat, yeah. Hold on. Yo, bro, it's so weird, bro. So I'm looking on my short form version stream, um, and so like I thought I keep forgetting that it kind of doesn't funnel into the same, and so I only have my short up right now, basically. I appreciate you tuning in though, Ian, my guy. Yeah, early morning vibes though, baby. Trying to get this video done so I can upload it. Excuse me. Honestly, I'm kind of vibing with that. And, what you doing this morning, bro? You at work? Well, Christmas cinnamon roll. I still don't know what my title is, honestly. Cinnamon rolls for Christmas. Okay. Should I just say? Should I just do? Should I just do Christmas cinnamon rolls? At work, so can't stay. Have a good stream, bro. Can't wait to see the final product. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you stopping in. I need to look on her YouTube if it lets me. Two 201 subscribers. Um, Not what I meant to do. Yo, what up, chat? On a Facebook chat. I don't know how I feel about this, man. But we're gonna see. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, there we go. What up, chat? Alright, I'm gonna play around a little bit. Let's see. All right. Chat, we've been at this for right about 2 hours. And I think we're done. Which is always exciting. All right, so I'm actually going to wrap up the stream right here. That way I can go ahead and excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream right here. That way I can go ahead and get this video rendering, uploaded, and for it to go live ASAP. So if you have enjoyed the stream, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you hanging out with me for the past couple of hours. Make sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and I hope to see you next time. It's been a good morning, been a productive morning already. Been editing for about 2 hours, and like I said, we're finishing up this video now. But I appreciate y'all chilling with me. We've had probably more viewers this stream than we've had ever actually. So just know that I'm thankful. I appreciate you guys, and yeah, we'll see you on the flip flop later. Oh, hold on, yo, Facebook stream. Appreciate y'all. Whoever just joined in, we're about to end stream right now. I've been going for a couple hours. About to go get me a 116 drink. You already know all this while this video renders out. So thanks for stopping in last moment. Appreciate you. Yeah. All right. Well, you have a great day. I'll probably see y'all again later on stream.